All right, enough of the football here on the early line on SportsGrid. Time to get you set for a night of hardwood action, both around the association and a quick look at college basketball with John Rothstein joining the show up next. We're using this too liberally, but I'll let it slide. Finals preview, Nuggets and the Celtics. Not everything can be a finals preview, although actually both of these teams and their pedigree, I'll take it back, Joe Frizo. Tonight at altitude in the Mile High City, the Nuggets a 6-point home dog currently against the Boston Celtics. Total on the rise, Joe, from what that graphic is showing earlier on this Tuesday morning. 235 and a hook is now 237. What do you expect for, I guess, a finals preview potentially tonight in Denver?
Yeah, so here's what I would do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Take the Celtics in the first half. Not because the Celtics are so great in the first half, or though they have been, but because Denver is the worst first half team in the NBA for whatever reason, and it drives Mike Malone, their head coach, absolutely bonkers. They play from behind. They have to. It's almost as if this team is like, all right, now we got to kick it up. Let's go. So when they come out in the second half, they're tremendous, but they always start slow. Now you've got a Celtics team that blew a lead in that game against OKC there in that fourth quarter, Ben. Now Boston comes in here to Denver. I expect them to come out hot. I expect them to come out swinging. And once again, I expect Denver at some point in the second half is going to flip a switch, and it's going to be a different team. But if it ain't broke, I ain't fixing it. Boston early in the first half for me in this one.
Yeah, I think it's a really good look, Joe. It is really indicative to see this spread at 6 in my estimation. Boston's last game in Oklahoma City on Sunday was really a true finals preview. Boston, the reigning NBA champs, the NBA championship favorites at this moment against the best team, and by a pretty good margin right now in the Western Conference in OKC. Those, the two best prices to win an NBA championship. In fact, those, the only two in triple digits. Boston at 2-1, the Thunder at plus 750. You got to go all the way to 10-1 price on the Knicks to even see that third best number. Denver, 16-1, as we know, who won an NBA championship, a Larry O'Brien trophy, now 2 seasons ago. The Nuggets as an underdog, 6-3 ATS this year, 5 outright victories. Boston booked as a favorite in 34 of 36 games this year. The C's not all that great covering numbers, 19-1 against the spread. Now we continue to go around the NBA slate on this Tuesday. A ton of games to pique your interest, including this one in Dallas. The Mavs very short-handed. No Luka Doncic. They've lost 5 straight. They are 1-5 without Luka. We got word yesterday that Kyrie Irving is going to miss at least a week, if not multiple weeks as well. So the Lakers now a full 7-point favorite on the road in Dallas against the Mavs. Total stands at 219. Joe, what's your play?
Yeah, I mean, losers of 5 straight. This is, if they lose again tonight, this will be their longest losing streak in just about 5 years here, Ben. Not good at all. I mean, 1-5 since Doncic went down, and that was Christmas Day with the calf strain now.
Correct.
Now they've lost Kyrie, and that's a lot to overcome, man. Now they got the second night of a back-to-back, bringing in a rested Lakers team that has had won 7 of 9 before Sunday's loss against Houston. So to me, this is until reinforcements get back, and that being at least Kyrie and or Doncic, I don't know how we're backing Dallas in this spot here. It feels like a good spot to take the Lakers and maybe look at the under.
And for those Mavs as well, in these 5 consecutive losses, the last 4 as a dog, not even a cover in that stretch. You mentioned the Lakers. They did lose to Houston, but did cover over the weekend as a 4.5-point dog, 119-115 the final. So the Lakers have still won 7 of their last 10. And in this 10-game stretch, the Lakers have covered the number 9 times, including twice as a favorite, often an underdog here as of late. Now laying 7 points against this shorthanded Dallas team. But again, a lot to pay attention to. The Mavs on the second leg of a back-to-back. Speaking of those Rockets, Houston's second best mark right now in the NBA's Western Conference. They're a 12-point favorite tonight in D.C. The Suns hoping to build up some wins. 4.5-point favorite against the Hornets tonight in Charlotte. Minnesota's second leg of a back-to-back, but having to change destination. Last night at home in the Twin Cities. Today on the road in New Orleans. But the T-Wolves, Joe, booked as a 5.5-point favorite. The Pels, one of the worst teams in the NBA. A lot of action tonight, though, around the association. The Warriors, a 9-point home favorite against a Miami Heat team who is dealing with a lot of drama, suspended Jimmy Butler, so on and so forth.